Alrighty, welcome to episode 6 of Black Hole's Let's Play series. I did a little bit of mining, especially in the nether. Got some of those, the Tinker's Construct nether ores. Got some nether quartz, got some other stuff. And, I gathered up some lava, filled up my engine. Just going through it really fast. And, I hunted a lot of blazes and got 9 blaze rods, 3 ender pearls, mined some obsidian, and got some wool because now it is time to, like I promised last episode, get the lava from the nether to here automatically. So, how do we do that? Well, I'm going to use something called an ender tank from the mod called Ender Storage. Okay, let's put the blaze rods and obsidian and all the stuff there. Let me just get some iron, and I'll craft it up, and then talk about why the ender tanks are so darn cool. You need 2 of them. It's no good to have just one. Okay, and then I want... Do I have any red flowers? Of course I don't. That would require thinking ahead. Okay, just a second. Okay, first of all, look at those things. Look at how cool they are. Awesome. These tanks are kind of like this tank over here, except that through the power of the end, they share an inventory, just like the vanilla ender chests. So, if we place just... Hold on, I'm gonna find some flowers. Alright, here I am in the nether, and I got my flowers. Let's get some dye. Oh. And break this tank. Now you will lose the lava that's in there. Oh well. Okay, now ender tanks. They, like I said, they share their inventory. You see these 3 little things right here? You can color these dots, and each color combination represents a different frequency. So, if I place this one here, it'll fill with lava. Pretty quickly, it should. Oh, right. So anyway, that's full of lava. See, this one, though, is empty. But if I paint it this one red, 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 boom. It's red. They now share an inventory. They have the same frequency. Okay, so that means that there are 4,096 different possible combinations of colors for all the 16 colors, so that you can have that many different frequencies of shared inventories. Look at that. It renders in your hand. That's just awesome. So, with this, we'll be able to put lava in over there and then take it out somewhere else, anywhere else. So, come in here and place this here, and then see this little dial thingy here? If you hit this with a wrench, turn it to blue, it'll automatically output. There, and it filled it up. Sweet. So now we have a system to automatically fill us up with lava. Awesome, right? However, if you watch this, you will notice, eventually, that it will never go up. Nope. It will always drain. It won't be filled up. Why? Isn't our pump on the other side doing just fine? Whoa. Oh, that's a bug. I thought they fixed that bug. Come on. I think that's a bug with Forge. They should have fixed it by now. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, the tank here will not be filled. Why? Well, it all has to do with the way that Minecraft works. You see, everybody knows, every Minecrafter knows that the world of Minecraft is infinite. You can keep walking in one direction forever and never reach an end. And you might be wondering how the computer does that. How is that possible? Well, the way that works is that the computer doesn't, well, it doesn't use the entire world all at once. It only activates, uses, loads an area around where you are. So everything you can see here has been loaded and the computer is doing things to it. It's running furnaces or machines or whatever. But when you get far away from something, it unloads, where the computer saves the world to your hard drive, but does not keep doing things to it. You might have noticed this with vanilla if you, say, put a bunch of stuff in a furnace and then go really, really, really far away for a long time and then come back and things will still be in the furnace cooking away. That's because when you got far enough away, the furnace was unloaded and it was no longer doing anything. Nothing happened to it after that, not until you got close to it again. Minecraft does this in 16 by 16 block areas called chunks. Okay? So if a chunk is loaded, things are happening in there. If the chunk is unloaded, nothing is happening. So our tank here in our home, my home, is loaded because I'm here, and it is doing things, but the nether is not. So the one on the other end, nothing is happening to it. The pump isn't happening, the engines aren't running, nothing is happening at all. So, how do we get around this? Well, we use special blocks called chunk loaders. And I have a bunch, actually. But the one we're going to use today is just called a chunk loader from a mod called Chicken Chunks, which is actually by the same guy who made the Ender storage. So, this is what the third Ender Pearl was for. Just an Ender Pearl, gold, and enchanting table. Okay, well I got all the stuff for that. I'll just make that. You know, I'll just pause and then make it and come back. Alright, I'm back in the nether. Now that I'm here, this one should fill up and then never drain for the exact same reason. The other one isn't being loaded, it's not doing anything. But I've got a chunk loader, so let's just place this down in a corner and check out its GUI. This chunk loader is very neat because you can customize it all kinds of different things. So if I hit the lasers, it will show these big lasers, and these show the borders of the chunks that the loader will and is right now loading. Look at that. So anything within these lasers will keep doing things even when I'm far away. And I'm gonna bump it up really big. There's also you can have different shapes. So if it's on square, change to circle. It'll do its best to do a circle. You can see it kind of moving in and out. Or a line along the x-coordinate where it's only one chunk wide, but then however many deep. And the same thing along the z-coordinate. I'm going to do a circle, I think, because that's what the lava does. The pump does a circle. I can do bigger than that. Of course, the bigger you make it, the more lag it will cause. Single player on a computer like mine, that's no problem. If you're on a server, it could be a problem, or if your computer is not very good, it could also be a problem. But that should be fine. That was gassed. But, oh, let's turn the lasers off now. let's get out of here before that gas blows up my bridge. And let's get out of here. Alright, now our lava should automatically be collected, brought to this tank, and fill up our engine. Sweet. And I think I might want to switch it to redstone enabled at some point because it's starting to build up a buffer. Now that now that my devices aren't running. So when it's on high mode, it needs a redstone signal to operate. You just put a lever next to it and it'll run when it has a redstone. Alrighty, getting a lot of metals. Look at that. 2 stacks of iron, 2 1/4 stacks. Invarium just recently got a new texture. Cool. Okay. Just give me a second to clean up and we'll get on to the next thing I want to do today. Okay, so the next thing that I want to build are actually 4 different new things, all from thermal expansion. 4 machines. I want a sawmill, an induction smelter, a magma crucible, and a liquid transponder. And these all need machine frames, copper gears, and redstone reception coils. And 3 of them, wow, need buckets. Okay. Well, let's get on to that. Steel. Different kind of steel. Some gold. Copper. Be interesting to see if I have enough of this stuff. Might need more wood. Cobble. Okay. If you look at the recipe like this and hit the question mark, it will show the recipe in the crafting table. And then if you hold shift while you hit the question mark, well, if you have the right ingredients, it'll pull the stuff out of your inventory and put it in the table. Cool. That's a pretty new feature to me, at least. Of course, wood. This is Invarium, nether brick, and glass. Nether brick. I only have 1 Invar? Oh, that's right, yeah. Oh, I guess I'll just craft this. Ah, son of a... That is a problem. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go collect some more gold. I'll be back when I do. Okay, now I'm crafting everything up. Induction smelter and liquid transponder. Alright, now these things are gonna require some bit more room. And the other tank does not lose its inventory because the inventory is being stored in the end. Awesome. Let's get some more of those pipes. Go. And like that, roughly. I guess you can just hit it with your hand to turn it upside down like that. Okay, now let's put the sawmill here. The induction smelter there, and the mag. Let's move this furnace. Don't need that anymore. Magma crucible, liquid transponder. Let's break this one. Power flows through these pipes sort of willy-nilly. At each junction, it splits in half, which, if it can, I think that if the machine is full, it won't try to put any more in. Oh, or maybe it does. I don't know. Anyway, the power pops aren't very good, which is why I'm going to be making better ones, and I've now have the equipment to do so. Okay, the sawmill. Let's start with that one. Allows you to, I guess I'll just check the recipes, turn wood into 6 planks instead of 4, and you get extra this sawdust, which you can use to make into charcoal if you get much of it. You can also recycle a lot of wooden-based vanilla blocks, like the note block. You get your wood and redstone back, your bed, a bookshelf, you can get chest, crafting table, sign, door, pressure plate, jukebox, etc. Anyway, it's just a way to help, you know, increase the efficiency, and of course I can't put this here because then I can't open the chest. Okay. Anyway, the induction smelter is used for combining things, like, okay, you saw that I had to, in order to make Ingvar, I had to make Ingvar blend, so I had to grind, there it is, I had to grind up that ferrous, and then grind up 2 iron, and then combine them, and then resmelt them. Well, the induction smelter allows you to just combine the ingots directly, if it has enough power. Okay, it just needs more power. I need to disable all these inputs and outputs. Look at how complicated that is, all many colors. And the sawmill, I need to make it output this direction orange, and then disable everything else. There we go. I should start putting the wood and sawdust over there instead of in here, because that's bad. Okay, the magma crucible allows you to melt things. So you can melt netherrack and blaze rods into lava. So you can actually make lava with netherrack, blaze rods, or for much more energy you can melt down just cobble or stone or obsidian. You can also melt snowballs into water, snow and ice into water, and then redstone, blocks of redstone, into destabilized redstone, liquid redstone, which is useful in some thermal expansion crafting recipes. You can also melt down glowstone and ender pearls. And in order to use this stuff, I have a liquid transponder here. Let's customize all its inputs and outputs. The liquid transponder is neat in that you can use it to first of all, you can use it to fill or empty buckets automatically, which can be very useful sometimes. There are also a lot of other forge-based liquid containers and things that you can use that with to load or unload them. Very useful. But it's also the only way to make here. We want redstone energy conduits, which are the second tier, basically, of these power things. Look at that. See how big that is? Power is getting stuck in there in a loop because these pipes aren't very efficient. Instead of going into the machines, it's sort of circling around, splitting every time it comes to a junction. It's terrible. These ones don't do that. But they require electrum, which is made from here, gold and silver. And again, I could, have to grind it up and combine the dusts, but with the induction smelter allows me just to combine them directly to make electrum. And hardened glass, which has to be made in induction smelter, but with lead and pulverized obsidian, which of course is just what happens when you put obsidian in the pulverizer. And then what's even better about this system is that it has an energy cell, which is basically a battery that can store up all this power. And it uses electrum, lead ingots, this thing which also uses electrum, and then an energy cell frame full of liquid redstone. And the only way to make it is to put an empty frame in here and fill it with, I think it's like 40 redstone, at least it was. I don't know, they may have changed the numbers since the last time I checked, but you have plenty of redstone. And then you make it with a frame, more of that hardened glass, more electrum, and a diamond. So, I would like to, now that I have the resources, build one of those frames and some power pipes so I don't have this problem anymore. Because, look at this. There's no power in it. Why are the power not going in there? It's terrible. Okay, so let's get a full stack of redstone, melt it all down, and send it up to the liquid transponder. I still have at least one diamond. Good. Oh darn, I need a bunch of obsidian, don't I? And I need power to actually get to these machines. Jeez. I'm gonna go gather up the last couple of resources I need, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I had to move the pipes around in order to get the power to flow more directly to the machines that need it, which is why, like I was saying, these power pipes aren't very good. Alright, there's no power going to that one because... Anyway, let's just get this over with. Bam. And then we just put this here, and it's gone, and it should be filling up. There it is. Cool. Cool. Redstone energy frame full. Gotta move these pipes around again in order to get power to where I need it. What a pain. That's cool though, I like that. Alright. Now, I really need these conduits first. Okay, let's put this down first. Bam. Look at that thing. And look, the redstone in it is transparent. You can see through it. That's a new feature in 1.5. Cool. Anyway, if we click on it, you see it's got the usual tabs for things. You can modify the input and output, although it will never output or input more than it can or need. So honestly, I would just keep it on 100% output all the time. But if you wanted to like throttle something on the other end, you could. And it can hold 600,000 Minecraft joules. Now, this is where your wrenches come in handy. If you break this thing with a pickaxe, it will lose all the storage that it has. And of course, right now it doesn't have anything, so that's no big deal. But if it was full, you have to hold shift and right click with the wrench in order to get it back and keep all the stuff. Similar sort of thing with these conduits. They really don't break well with a pickaxe. You really need to hold shift and hit them with the wrench. Now, when the conduits are next to something, they have two modes. Input with the blue there, and if you hit it with a wrench, output, orange. So we use this for outputting from a battery or from an engine, and then this for inputting for anything else. Input is always the default. So, if we get a little bit more of these things, is 6 even going to be enough? Or 8 going to be enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe, yeah. One thing of note is that you can't input and output from the same conduit. So we got to keep that in mind when you're building things. I don't think they work, these pipes and the energy conduits work together. I don't think you can have them touching each other. I could be mistaken. I know that the energy cell can accept input from the pipes. It might be able to accept output to them too, but I know that I'm pretty sure that the conduits don't. One more. Let's put all this away then. Okay. Let's turn you off for just a second. There we go, and should be able to input directly into here. Oh, but you see, like I said right here, it can't input and output at the same time. So I need to come up with something better. Only have one left. I think I'm gonna have to move this. I don't have much of a choice. And I will lose the 4 buckets of lava that are in there. But what else are you gonna do? Put that there, put that there. Hit that one with a wrench so that it outputs. Put the engine next to it. Put the tank next to the engine. And hit that. It'll empty into there, and that'll fill up with lava, and then it'll start filling. And outputting it all automatically right into the machine, so these should be filling up. There we go. Now these conduits are much smarter about where the power goes. They'll split it up much more evenly. They'll distribute it better. They have much less loss. They're just better in every way than the pipes. They won't have those weird things. Like all these machines will get powered pretty much evenly, as opposed to before where the power would come to here, then split in half, and then come to here, then split in half, and then go to there and split in half, or into thirds into each of that machine, and then the 2 directions, and it's just a mess. This is much better, much more efficient. Get this as soon as you can. Plus, like I said, the battery will fill up. 600,000 Minecraft joules will take a while to fill up with this one engine going only at 4 Minecraft joules per tick. So I'm probably gonna make a few more of these and make more conduits. Might as well just throw away these pipes. They're worthless now. Got some extra hardened glass. Not quite sure how that happened. I thought I calculated it right, but I guess not. Oh well. Anyway, that might be about time to wrap up. Yeah. Oh, I cleaned up this room a little bit more. Gave myself more space. Put more machines, which unfortunately made a little bit of a twisting, winding way to get down to my bed. But what you gonna do? Anyway, next episode, might make more engines then. I think I'll have to do more mining because I'm all out of gold. I mean, I went and had to mine gold just to build this. So I'm gonna have to go mining and get more gold. Who knows, maybe I'll even kill some zombie pigmen to get nuggets. Maybe. Probably not. Anyway, might build 2 more engines, and one of the great things about using lava as a fuel source is that it's useful for more than one thing. I'm thinking about getting started with IndustrialCraft. And IndustrialCraft has geothermal generators, which also run on lava. So I think that that'll be a great way to get started. Oh, that's what that hardened glass was for. Maybe it wasn't that was what I made it for, but I can use it to make some other things that'll carry liquid. And I'll set up some geothermals to get started in IndustrialCraft. And that will be great. But, yeah, I think I'll leave all that for tomorrow. So, not tomorrow, next episode. Whenever I record it and whenever it's shown. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.